Hey there Dark and Darker fans, and welcome back to the channel. Early Access Hotfix number 9 has been released. Let's jump straight into the patch notes and see what's in store for us. Fix an issue where the quick slot status of the spectating target may not be reflected properly. Okay, it's just a quality of life fix. Now, after using a utility item, you'll automatically grab the utility item in the next slot. I think that is a very nice fix that maybe no one was asking for, but it's going to feel very good. So if you have your potions or bandages lined up, you know which one's coming next. You can predict what's coming and jump straight into using it instead of mucking around in the utility quick slot keys. Sometimes they're a bit laggy and I never know like which one's coming up next, so I feel like this is a good step in the right direction. An option has been added to automatically equip utility items in the inventory when pressing the utility hotkey. So I did try to test this and I actually couldn't figure it out. I did not see where the option is located, and I couldn't get it to work without being able to activate the option because I couldn't find it. I assume it means that if there's something in your inventory that can go in your utility slots, but there is currently nothing there, it will grab one and put it there. I couldn't make it work, so I'm going to have to do further testing and see if anyone else comes up with a conclusion of how that is supposed to work. The character's base mesh has been changed for better compatibility with more clothing. That's nice. It'll just change the visual quality a bit, or improve it. Nothing wrong with that. Added a new loading image. Ooh, well, we'll be all excited about that one. Iron Shield's logic has been updated. So Iron Shield is Iron Mace's anti-cheat program, and recently there has been some issues with people being falsely banned while interacting with dead bodies that were offline. Something I didn't quite catch on exactly how it worked. It never happened to me, but it seemed like it was falsely banning people, and I know Iron Mace actually did make an announcement of them having fixed that issue and unbanned people appropriately, so that's probably been the fix here. Maybe also just doing a few other fixes. The attribute bonus ratio for the Wizard's Ignite and Magic Missile spells has been adjusted to 50%. I actually am a fan of this. The Ignite spell is so good, and Invisibility Wizard plus Ignite was doing so much damage. It seemed kind of crazy, but I thought it was sort of okay because wizards seem weak elsewhere, but I think at higher levels especially, it gets way too good. So I think them adjusting the attribute bonus ratio is appropriate. And Magic Missiles, it's a bit of that's a tough one. I feel like at higher levels you want this, but at low levels, for people who don't quite understand how the spell works or how to use it properly, this is going to feel like a huge mistake, and it's going to make Wizard a lot weaker. But once you figure out how it works, Magic Missiles is very good, and you can definitely just kill someone with one Magic Missiles. So I think this is good probably for most of the player base, although some newer folks are going to not enjoy it. For the time being, all attribute options on all items will only go up to +1. Applies only to new item drops. Alright, I was personally asking for this, and I know a lot of other folks were. +3 to all attributes was crazy. It was like 15 attribute stats for a single +3 roll. That's bonkers. If you could get that on multiple items, that was even further bonkers. So +1 I think feels very appropriate. It's a good stat all by itself. You don't need +3. +1 is amazing. You can still get +3 strength or +3 agility on other rolls. I think this is a good change, and we're going to see the power level of people come down as a result. I think most people do want that, and we're just going to have to wait and see though if Iron Mace keeps it this way. High Roller Ante is adjusted to 50 gold. I think having it be free for a while gave people an opportunity to discover they don't need to be afraid of High Roller. The 50 gold is not that much of a punishment. I feel like I can make a couple hundred or even 1,000 gold in an afternoon of gaming. I know not everyone has that opportunity, but I think for a lot of players, 50 gold is going to be right in that nice area of, okay, I've tried it for free. I feel like I know what I'm doing there now, and I'm not just going to go in and throw away 100 gold, which is what it used to be. at 50 gold, and now people have had their opportunity to try it for free. It's going to be in a very sweet spot, I think, and my prediction is that it's going to stay here at 50. Developer comments. We are continuing to monitor the ways in which plus all attributes are indicative of gameplay choices. As such, we've decided to limit all attributes to +1 for the time being, and we'll continue to keep an eye on it. Yeah, I think that's the choice. I think likely it's going to stay at +1, but watching it and keeping an eye on it is the way to go. Wizard's Ignite and Magic Missile attribute bonus ratio previously intended to remain at 50%. Okay, I don't know why they didn't leave it there then. However, we had to make the adjustment this patch instead. Our intended goal is to continue to fine-tune spells. Okay, that's good. I think this patch is hitting the spot on a few things. The biggest being the attribute bonus, being the all attribute bonus being returned to +1. Nerfing a few wizard spells I think is okay. The high roller adjustment to 50 gold is great, but these are relatively small changes, and I was anticipating seeing some bigger ones, especially around Bard, but we haven't seen that yet. I wonder if they're taking their time on that one, making sure that if they do make any changes, that they're going to be very specific and well thought out, or maybe they won't make any changes. They really haven't confirmed anything one way or the other, so it's hard to tell unless they actually just make the change, right? Having not seen a Bard change sort of indicates that they don't intend to, because they've had many opportunities to do it. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you back in the dungeon.